Can you believe a book on habit building is what finally helped me to achieve my weight loss goals? Would you like to know how? In this video, I'll share with you how following the advice found in James Clear's amazing productivity book, Atomic Habits, led me to losing 30 pounds in just 2 months. And yes, you heard that right, 30 pounds in just 2 months. I'll show you the exact strategies that I used from the book to help achieve these amazing results, and we'll show you how you can do the same. This all started when my Wii Fit, yes, I'm still using a Wii U for my fitness training, told me I was overweight. I didn't like how that felt, so I knew that it was time to make a change. In the book, James points out that the way to lasting change is not with finite goals, but by focusing on our identity, the type of person we want to become. He gives an example of a woman who was wanting to lose weight. The identity she chose was that of being a healthier person. So when making decisions on a day-to-day basis, she would ask herself the question, what would a healthy person do? And by making the decisions that a healthy person would make, she was able to lose over 100 pounds. He also points out that progress is not necessarily linear. We expect when we're learning something or working towards a goal that our progress goes up in a steady incline. What happens more often than not is we have a very slow amount of progression, and then, at some point, our progression suddenly increases exponentially. This is due to the fact that small changes over time can have a great impact. James points out that if you were to improve something 1% every single day, by the end of a year you would be 37 times better at that particular thing. It wasn't just one big change that helped me to achieve my weight loss. It was a bunch of smaller, incremental changes that, once combined, helped me to achieve a big result. Now, I'm a bit of a productivity nerd, and I've been studying the topic for over 15 years. Productivity is something that's more closely related in my mind to task management than it is to weight loss. Clearly, I have a few things I still need to learn, which is why I've been taking productivity classes over on Skillshare. They are the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. Skillshare can help you take your career, skills, hobbies, passions, or side hustles to the next level. For example, Skillshare has helped me improve my YouTube skills with classes from experts like Marquez Brownlee. I've also been able to fuel other interests with classes on animation, illustration, and sketchnoting. Wanting to dive deep into a particular skill? Skillshare features learning paths, which are curated sequential class collections to help you become a master faster. Speaking of mastery, I'm enjoying Ali Abdal's Productivity Masterclass. He too emphasizes building sustainable systems to help you achieve your goals. Right now, Skillshare's focus is to help their members establish a practice of creativity. Creativity is a muscle, and the more you exercise it, the more you grow. Start to build your habit of creativity by joining Skillshare. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. A big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. So, what were these strategies that helped me to achieve my weight loss goals? The first strategy I used was aligning my habits with my desired identity, that of being a healthy person. For example, I was eating dessert after every meal, and my portion sizes were a little out of control. I was also prone to afternoon and late night snacking. I knew that denying myself dessert would cause my body to crave it so much that I would end up binging. Instead, I just reduced the amount of dessert I was having. I only have dessert after one meal, and I drastically reduced the portion sizes. For late night snacking, I utilized another strategy from the book, habit stacking. This is where you take an existing habit that you're already doing, and you add a new one onto it. I decided that after putting my kids to bed, I would immediately go and brush my teeth. This made the idea of late night snacking less desirable, because I knew if I ate again, I would have to brush my teeth a second time. Changing up my diet was only half the picture. I also needed to get into a regular exercise habit. For this, I utilized implementation intentions. This is when you decide a specific time and location to do your new habit. I decided to do my workouts at 7 a.m. out in my living room. I found a metabolism boosting workout on YouTube that I can do in less than 7 minutes. It's a series of 4 different exercises: push-ups, burpees, squats, and mountain hikers. You do 4 sets of each of these exercises, each set being 10 seconds, and a 10-second rest in between each set. Between each exercise, you rest for 30 seconds. I love that it's a short yet intense workout that I can do before I start my day, and it really does get my heart pumping. I do this workout on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I do the plank exercise for a certain amount of time. Then I do 10 minutes of steps on the Wii U while carrying weights. For the plank exercise, I utilize the idea of 1% better each day. Every time I do the plank exercise, I increase the amount by 1 second. From day to day, this isn't that much harder, but this allows me to drastically increase the amount of time I'm able to do the exercise over a long period of time. Now, this wasn't always a smooth process. There were days that I would gain weight rather than lose it. But staying consistent with these small changes over time led to significant improvements. So if you're looking to lose some weight, ask yourself the question, what would a healthy person do? Then take a look at your habits, figure out which ones misalign with that identity. Then using the strategies that we find in Atomic Habits, get some systems in place that will help you to get 1% better each and every day. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And if you'd like to learn more about how you can keep up with your habits and goals, watch this video next.